Hey guys, how's it going? Rubik's Master here, and today this is going to be a super short video and it's going to be another informational one. There's not really anything for me to post as far as how-tos on bases, because once again we are playing on the same event bases that we have played on at least the last 3 events, maybe 4. I don't really remember as far back as 4, but actually I think 4 was the December event, so I didn't play that one. So I'm not entirely sure, but at least the last 3 months has been the same event bases with minor changes. For example, I think the 800 base has a Peacemaker mortar added, and the 5000 base, the lower spawn point has been extended further north. So very minor changes like that. Really, I've still been using the same platoon. I can show you guys that real quick. I've been farming the 5000 base with this platoon here, and it has been a little bit more expensive with the heavy vehicle changes and the updates that have come out recently. But I just used 3 Zeuses, my Merkavas, and my Abrams. Really, I would probably have more success using all Abrams, but this is just what I've been messing around with. And it's gotten me around like 3 to 4,000 damage for each attack. A little bit high. I can actually get a little bit better oil repair to war credit ratio attacking the 1800 or the 800 one, but it is what it is. Really, I want to look at the rewards. Again, super disappointed on the missions. I understand they're working on huge updates, but 3 months in a row? Come on. Come on. Need something new. But the rewards, I was actually kind of pleased with the rewards available. I just don't have the patience to grind out 400,000 war credits on bases I've played so many times before. It just bores me to death. So the new unit, of course, is here for 800,000 and 300,000 for Hymar crit cards. You can get both themes, which is pretty cool, but not something I would spend 150,000 credits on. And going down, you have the Panseer and Mantis, which if they would have had something like the T-14 Armada available, I may have pushed for that, because that is a very desirable unit at where I am right now. So would have loved to have it, but it's not available, so it is what it is. They do have the MQ-11 Avenger and the TOS-1 available. This is what I want to talk about. I just want to give you guys my suggestions on what you should buy. And they have the Humvee IFV blueprint available, as always. Well, if you're a high level at this point, if you're in your late 40s or 50s, you probably don't need the Humvee IFV unless you're a completionist. It's pretty cheap. But if you are below level 35 or level 30, definitely, you want the Humvee IFV. That is a 100% must have on your list. It's not as effective now as it used to be, but with the upcoming updates to all unit types, including light vehicles, I imagine its usefulness will be updated soon. Now, if you can unlock both of these, go ahead. The TOS-1 has become more useful recently. I need to level it up a little bit more. I have enough cards to level it up, just need to get the resources to do it. But it's become more useful recently, so if you can get both of these, that's cool. If you can only get one, get the MQ-11 Avenger. It works much better as a tank. You can put a swarm of these over some machine gun turrets and have them absorb some damage if you need them to. Or they work really well in base defense. They have a lot longer range than the Reapers and a lot higher health, so they'll actually be able to do some damage to most attacking units. Snipers and Zeuses are still going to kind of wreck them, but they're more useful than the Reapers, for sure. Now, 120,000 for all these crit cards seems a little expensive, but, getting Merkava crits is always pretty useful. The Moz team is not as useful anymore, especially with the introduction of the Peacemaker mortar. I wiped out a level 61 player. He lost against my base because of my Peacekeeper mortar and the fact that the majority of his platoon was Moz teams. But Really, out of these crit packs, the only ones that would really tempt me would be the Merkava and the TOS-1. The MQ-11 Avenger, maybe, not so much. What I have been using, oh, sorry, these right here, M270s. I am probably going to save up a little bit and get the M270 crits, because I'm at level 8 right now, so I'm really close to level 10, and I don't have GMLRSs yet, so might as well have max level M270s, especially since I have a lot of equipment for the M270s. What I have been getting the most of so far is the resource packs, because if you really look at how the game evens out now and what they offer as far as crits and resources in regular gameplay, resources are actually harder to come by in regular gameplay than those crit cards now. The crit cards, you just wait for the appropriate stronghold to show up, or you don't even have to do that. Let's say you're trying to get crit cards for your Merkavas and M270s. You go and attack a stronghold, doesn't matter what kind it is, it can be a helicopter stronghold with your Merkavas and M270s and your Zeuses for your anti-air, and you will always get crit cards for your Merkavas, your M270s, and your Zeuses. And if you use your air support, you'll get crit cards for those as well. And it ranges between, like, you can get 2 to 5 crit cards per unit. So it's not a lot, but those particular strongholds are super easy to farm, so you can get those crit cards fairly easily. Whereas if you attack PvP, for my level, the most I can really hope to get at a time is 160,000 metal, and it generally costs me, 2 to 3,000. If it's a tough fight, it's going to be, 5 to 6,000 oil to get that metal. Whereas I can just attack the 5,000 base twice and get 2.2 million metal. So, kind of crazy. So in a matter of like 2 hours, I had upgraded both 2 of my defense platforms, a lot of my walls, oil storage, and my oil producers, and all of these, well, not all of them, 3 of them. I had 3 machine gun turrets that weren't at level 8 yet, and I got those to level 8. So in my opinion, if you have all the things, other things you want outside of crit cards for the event, you'd probably do better spending your war credits on resources first, then go for crit cards if you have extra time. Am I really out of oil? Oh no, okay. Full up, so I guess it's time for me to go attack a little bit more. But I hope this kind of helps you guys plan out your spending. For those of you that actually do get the HIMARS, I'm a little bit jealous. They seem pretty sweet, especially with that. Oh, well, it doesn't tell you what their range is, but I believe their range is over 400. So I said in another video, it outranges everything except for the Peacemaker, Howitzer, and Salvo turret. Pretty freaking crazy. Total game changer in the late levels. But we'll see how that goes. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. And until next time, y'all have an awesome day.